Secretary of State Marco Rubio is on the Hill for a second day in a row. House lawmakers today praising and criticizing his moves at the State Department. NTD's Washington correspondent Jack Bradley has the details.
Vladimir Putin, is he a war criminal? That's not tough.
That war crimes have been committed, no doubt. And who's responsible for that? There will be time and place for that accountability. But right now, the job is to end the war.
So you won't answer
if we don't
the
end
question.
The war, people are going to get
reclaiming
killed.
my time, sir.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio on the Hill for the second day of sometimes contentious questioning.
I'll give you a second chance. Is Vladimir Putin a war criminal?
I already told you war crimes have been committed.
No, you didn't tell me if he's a war criminal.
This time on the House side, the day before on the Senate, Rubio saying war crimes have been committed in the Russia-Ukraine war, but falling short of calling Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, a war criminal, saying that he first and foremost wants to end the war.
Crimes have been committed in the war on Ukraine, and there will be accountability for that. But our goal right now is to end that war, because let me tell you, every single day that that war goes on, more people are killed, more people are maimed, and frankly, more war crimes are being committed every day that the war lasts.
Rubio says that even with budget cuts reaching up to nearly 50% of the State Department's budget and restructuring in the whole department, he said that the U.S. will still provide more humanitarian aid to other countries than the next 10 other countries behind the U.S. combined. He also laid out how much bureaucratic red tape is preventing the State Department from taking vital action.
In order for an idea to reach me, a decision to reach the Secretary of State, some of these things have to be checked off by 40 people, 40 boxes. And if any one of these people has a question, they can hold it up before the idea even ever gets to me.
Secretary Rubio was also questioned on recent bills that passed the House, namely the Falun Gong Protection Act and the Stop Forced Organ Harvesting Act. Falun Gong practitioners are a group of around 100 million people in China, and they practice truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance, and they're targeted by the Chinese Communist Party for their faith.
You know, you and I have worked on issues like forced organ harvesting. You and Tom Cotton were the prime sponsors of a bill on the Senate side. And Xi Jinping is making billions by killing tens of thousands of young people, average age 28, each and every year, Falun Gong. And you know it, you're the sponsor of the bill.
Obviously, the organ harvesting, China plays a concerning role in that regard, and we would obviously be helpful in any way we can.
Rubio added that certain embassies around the world may be increasing staffing to process more visas more quickly, just in time for the World Cup and the Olympics here in the U.S. Reporting from Capitol Hill, Jack Bradley, NTD News.